Laos, 'n landjie wie se antieke bynaam letterlik die land van 'n miljoen olifante beteken. Dit was eens die tuiste van 'n groot aantal van hierdie diere in die natuur, maar ook in aanhouding vir die houtbedryf. In die vroeë 1980s was daar na beraming sowat 3000 olifante in Laos. Maar druk weens stropery en 'n groeiende menslike bevolking op soek na meer blyplek, het hulle getalle drasties laat daal. Vandag is daar so min as 600 oor. In 1989 het 'n verbod op die gebruik van olifante in die houtbedryf vir olifanteienaars en mahouts, diegene wat olifante oplei, sonder 'n inkomste gelos. En hierdie werkende olifante het 'n las vir hul eienaars geword.
The great thing about these Asian elephants is that you basically can let them go in this forest. I don't know how big it is, but any forest which is still reasonable habitat, they will feed themselves, they'll take care of themselves. So yes, they could be rewilded and live a normal elephant life.
Karl Amann, 'n natuurlewe misdaadverslaggewer en filmmaker, is op die spoor van 'n wildlewe sluikhandelssyndikaat in Suidoos-Asië.
Most of these elephants were involved in logging 10, 20 years ago. All the timber is pretty much gone, all the teak wood in the forests. So tourism is one way for them to earn their keep.
Karl het gehoor dat olifanteienaars nou hul mak-olifante aan sogenaamde safari-parke, hoofsaaklik in China geleë, verkoop.
Laos, of course, has been a basket case in terms of illegal wildlife trade for decades. But then about 3 years ago, I started hearing about Dubai Safari Park importing a large number of elephants from Laos, which couldn't have possibly been legal because they were all CITES 1 listed species and certainly not captive born under the very strict CITES rules and regulations.
Maar mens kan nie net 'n olifant oor internasionale grense uitvoer nie. Daar is baie streng wette wat nagekom moet word. Wette in plek gestel deur CITES, die internasionale liggaam wat handel in wilde diere reguleer. Karl het daarin geslaag om afskrifte van die CITES-permitte wat aan 'n safari-park in Dubai uitgereik is, in die hande te kry. Maar hierdie permitte is onwettig. CITES se reëls is duidelik op hul webwerf beskikbaar. Permitte vir die uitvoer van 'n bylaag 1 dier, soos die Asiatiese olifant, kan slegs aan teelsentrums wat by CITES geregistreer is, uitgereik word. Maar daar is geen teelsentrums in Laos nie. Karl het 'n voeltjie hoor fluit en dit vat hom na die noordelike stad van Boten in Laos. Wat hy hier vind is erger as wat hy ooit sou kon raai.
Okay, we are just here near the immigration customs post, and obviously that's how most of the elephants have been traveling into China. We interviewed an immigration official this morning who told us they all go on trucks across this border. He doesn't know what paperwork is involved.
Hierdie is nie die 16 olifante wat vir Dubai bestem is nie, maar die reuse is ongetwyfeld ook vir dieselfde lot bestem, in een van die vele sogenaamde safari-parke in China, net aanderkant hierdie poreuse grens.
This is the trafficking route. The border is right up there. Probably about 100 elephants have gone this route. Whole herds have been walked or driven into China without international clearance in terms of CITES documentation. And it's just a joke that this is allowed to happen.
Vanweë sy ligging is die stad van Boten 'n strategiese invoer-uitvoerpunt vir die hele Suidoos-Asië. Nuwe paaie en treinspoorverbindings deur die dorp sal selfs meer toegang tot die markte in China bied, al die pad van Singapore af. Karl het konkrete bewyse dat beamptes op hierdie nuwe roete na China geen kennis dra van die bestaan van CITES permitte nie. So voldoening aan wetgewing om smokkelhandel te bekamp bestaan bloot net nie.
Okay, this is now the Laotian part of the border. Across there is China. This is the biggest thoroughfare in Southeast Asia for goods coming all the way from Singapore into China and vice versa. So this is a special economic zone where anything God has forbidden goes.
Gedurende die dag paradeer die mahouts hulle olifante deur die stowwerige, lawaaierige dorp op soek na kos en water.
While we didn't find the elephants here at Botan, it is one of the big international border crossing here, Laos, China, so I'm sure there are people knowing exactly where elephants come from and where they're going to.
Selfs wanneer dit donker word, is daar geen rus vir die olifante nie. Toeriste van China stroom na Botan vir fantasieë wat tuis taboe is. Fantasieë soos dobbelary, prostitusie en die bekende ladyboy vertonings.
Okay, this group of elephants here at Botan are here to entertain tourists.
Die lawaai en flikkerende ligte hou vir ure aan en as deel van die aantreklikhede word olifante daar naby tentoongestel.
Now it has gotten absurd. The Chinese have arrived by the busloads full. Seems to be a daily scenario, turning over very big money, about $40 a person for the show. And the elephants obviously have to listen to it every night. It's the same routine every night.
Die volgende dag gaan Karl voort met sy soektog na die vermiste olifante wat vir die Dubai Safari Park bestem is.
So I'm now digging out some pictures of the Dubai elephants, which might be an give us an inside track that they recognize that we know our stuff. So they will know all these elephants because they all come from the same place. Maybe even we see some of the guys here.
Yeah, Dubai. Come sing.
But these are all Dubai, you know, these are all Dubai. Kambong.
Kambong.
Karl kry geen spoor van die 16 Dubai olifante nie, maar hy hou aan met soek. En wanneer hy vertel word waar hierdie olifante vandaan kom, is hy nie verbaas nie. Die olifante wat vir die Dubai Safari Park bestem is, kom van 'n ander pretpark af, waar toeriste met olifante in aanraking kan kom.
We had some very interesting interviews here. We met one of the mahouts first, who even recognized this particular elephant, which comes from a Facebook page. He then introduced us to the guy who put pretty much the whole deal together. He said the original order was for 20 elephants, and that then was scaled down to 16 when Dr. Reza Khan showed up here. Dr. Reza Khan, the former director of Dubai Safari. So he came and chose 16 out of the 20 this guy had lined up for him, and then things started going wrong.
Dis tyd om vir Dr. Khan van Dubai te kontak en sake uit te klaar. Dr. Khan is na bewering die persoon wat die olifante in Laos uitgekies het.
Yeah, Dr. Reza Khan, this is Karl Aman. I'm calling from Laos, and I wanted to have another chat with you. Have you got a minute?
Regarding what?
Regarding the elephants here in Laos, I'm told by the agent here that you made the choice of the 16 elephants to be sent to Dubai Safari.
I have no clue about the elephants of Laos.
He told me exactly the same story when I called him about having met a third party in Kinshasa who knew him, who said they talked at length at Kinshasa airport. When I called him and asked him about that conversation, he denied ever having been in Kinshasa in his life. So it's hard to imagine what's going on besides him outright lying and wanting to not be involved in this story in any way whatsoever.
Dit klink asof iets hul afgeskrik het. Die CITES permitte wat Kaal besit, dui duidelik aan dat hulle vir die Dubai Safari Park bestem is. Intussen kom nog 'n bron na vore. 'n Vragvliegtuig wat in die Laos hoofstad Vientiane geland het om 16 olifante na Dubai te vervoer.
So his elephants were twice at the airport already, but in each case something went wrong. The second time there was a jumbo jet already there. They were already in crates to be loaded. They wanted to get them out in the middle of the night, but something went wrong. Even with bribes, it didn't seem to work. We were too late as far as locating the elephants at the holding facilities near the airport, but we did find the crates in which they were supposed to have been shipped a few days earlier. Yeah, so these are the 16 boxes which were used to get the elephants to the airport when loading was declined, and they were brought back here, the boxes, and the elephants were moved back to Tong.
Dit blyk dat die eerste minister van Laos ingegryp het en die onwettige CITES uitvoerpermitte vir die olifante op pad na Dubai teruggetrek het. Hy het ook verklaar dat die verkoop van olifante 'n oortreding van die Laos wetgewing is. ‘n paar dae later kry Kaal al 16 olifante in 'n olifantbewaringsentrum in Xayaburi. Hulle is gered voor hulle uitgevlieg kon word van 'n lewe waar hulle in 'n vreemde land toertjies vir luidrugtige toeriste sou doen. Hulle is nou veilig en sal in die natuur vrygelaat word. Maar die olifante wat onwettig aan safariparke in Asië verkoop is nie so gelukkig nie. Eienaars van die parke maak sakke vol geld deur mak-olifante wat toertjies doen.
With them buying these elephants at $30,000-$40,000 an animal in Thailand or Laos, they come illegally across the border. Neither Laos nor Thailand allows the sale of elephants for export, but they're earning these owners of this setup millions because there's up to 20,000 people on weekends occupying this arena and paying $50 a pop, so a lot of money is being made.
Al is 16 olifante gered, gaan die smokkelhandel steeds voort. 'n Permit beteken niks as dit onwettig in die hande gekry kan word nie, en nog minder as hierdie wette nie afgedwing word nie. Die ongelukkige reuse wat nie gered kon word nie, sal heel moontlik toertjies moet doen, omring deur blerrende musiek vir die res van hulle lewens.